All right, well, round number two of two for the Drain Gang weekend. I listened to Icedancer this morning by Bladee. It was fine. I wasn't blown away. I didn't hate it. It was different. It was a little challenging. There's some things that I liked. There's a decent amount of things that I didn't really care for that much. I wasn't really inspired by. I've been told that E by Ecco2k, who, and I guess these two guys went to school together. From what I understand, I'm expecting the same kind of sound, but I'm also, someone said this one's a little bit more chilled out than Icedancer. Not that Icedancer is like wild, crazy energy, right? But this is just a little mellowed out. And if that's the case, I have a suspicion I'm going to enjoy this a little bit more, because I think my biggest issue with Icedancer was got to like this back end of the album, like track 13, 14 or so, and I was basically done. Like I had heard everything I really wanted to hear. I wasn't really interested after that. Felt like after that, at that point, I was just kind of hearing the same thing again, and I wasn't really that compelled to listen. This album, 30 minutes, 12 songs. Something from Icedancer, I realized I kind of liked the songs that were a little bit more chill. And again, not that that album is loud and abrasive and crazy. It's got some distortion stuff on it, sure. But I liked the songs that are a little bit more chill. And I think that probably falls more in line with my enjoyment for ambient music. I really enjoy ambient music. I listen to that quite a bit. So, yeah. So we'll see. But we're trying it out. You know, this has been a big request on Discord for a while. There's been a handful of people, you gotta drain. Okay. And it's, you know, a couple people were trying to make the point of you've been in your comfort zone for too long. You gotta experiment with new stuff. And that's fair. That's fair. I kind of like being in my comfort zone now. I mean, as I've gone through so much music, you know, it's just become very clear and apparent to me there are aspects of hip hop that I like, and there's stuff that I don't like. So, of course, I'm going to shy away from the things I'm not really that interested in, because I've figured out what I'm into. But, of course, if you don't listen to it, you don't know. Right? So there you go. So let's check out Ecco2k. This will be first time listening to this album, E. This one's been recommended quite a bit, too. A lot of people have mentioned this one. This has been on the list for a long time. It's never seemed like a huge album. That's why I haven't really put a huge priority on it. But with it being the Drain Gang weekend, good time to check it out. Track one's called AAA Powerline. The producer is... don't know how to pronounce that. That's the producer. You can see the name on the screen. Dropping into track one. First time ever listening to Ecco2k. Track one, AAA Powerline. Here we go. Huh. I like the quasi drum beat going on. This is cool. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, it just have a softer sound to it. Lyrics are repeating. I like this woo sound going on, just kind of floating around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is more in an ambient space with the sound. This is cool. I like this one. Let's get to heart. I want to know what this means. Crushing rocks with Oyster card. This most likely refers to ketamine, which we know Echo likes thanks to other songs on E like Calcium. It could also refer to crushy MDMA crystals or cocaine, but Echo not being able to move further suggests the use of ketamine. Oyster cards are shaped similarly to credit cards and are used as a way to pay for public transportation. In London, many listeners may hear this part of the lyric as Oxycontin, with the official lyrics from our Oyster cards. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So crush your rocks with my Oyster card, which is for public transportation. So nauseous, can't sleep it off. Backseat of some car, zip tied up, can't move my arms. And it just says that over and over and over again. So really, it's more of a getting lost in the sound thing, which makes sense. And that's obviously all ambient ever is. So let's keep going. Let's finish this one out. Honestly, I find this pretty relaxing. I like that there's some echoey floatiness to the vocals. Kind of swims around a little bit. I think right here, I know we're getting towards the end of the song, but right here I would have liked something different. Maybe break out of the production loop here, get into some more like kind of swimming, floating sounds. Because here at this point of the song, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's too much. I don't do well with repetition. That was cool though. I think that last portion, it would have been cool. That last minute, instead of it being a minute of just that loop, because that was basically just a loop. Make it 2 minutes, break out of that loop, get into more of that like sustained keyboard note, maybe get some echoey stuff. I don't know. It would have just been a little bit of variety on that back end. Would have been cool. But overall, yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah. It is more in the ambient lane, which I enjoy. One of these days I need to just sit down, talk about some ambient. You know, there's so many, the ambient stuff, because there's so many ambient artists out there. But if you don't like know what songs to listen to and you try and like find the good ones, sometimes you're like, God, this isn't even music. Like, where are the cool ones? You know, sometimes they sound the same. Sometimes they have like weird sound effects going on and stuff. But there's some really cool ambient music out there. All right. Well, there you go. I think also that's the longest track off the album. These first two songs are the longest songs. So 4 minutes and 3.5 minutes. Track 2 is called Peroxide. The producer is, I'm going to just say good. I'm going to say that. Let's check out track 2. Here we go. Peroxide. I think this is the music video as well. There's one music video. Yeah, for Peroxide. That's it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Track 2, Peroxide. I like this. A good swelling of sound. Subtle notes. Yeah, cool. Cool. Bringing in this other note pattern here. Good build. A good drop in there to the beat. No peroxide, I stay dark. Trippy. Oh wow, it like opens up completely right here. Wow. Good swelling sound right here. Even this little outro section is neat. They're really just keeping it nice and floaty and light. Lots of space. Letting you swim around in it a bit. Yeah, that was cool. I like Peroxide. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're off to a good start with this one. Looks like the lyrics just loop, so I don't have to break that down too much. At the bus stop crushing rocks, they all stare at me. I don't care at all. Everywhere I go, they look at me wrong. Every day, go the same, gotta stay strong. It's the way I look or the way I walk. Why are you so scared of me when I'm not so hard? No peroxide, I stay dark. What does this mean? Ecco2k was referring to the effect hydrogen peroxide has when used to bleach someone's hair. Okay. Ecco is also most likely referring to the color of his skin when he says he stays dark. As a child, he avoided being in the sun because he didn't want dark skin as it made him stand out from his classmates. Now, however, he embraces being a black person. He doesn't want to conform or change, so he stays dark. Okay. Peroxide is also used to lighten skin. Oh. Huh. I did not know that. Well, there you go. Oh, okay, this makes more sense now. Don't go around him. You might get robbed. Hey, fuck. Okay. At the bus stop, I'd be crushing rocks. What's he talking about? I would purchase drugs such as cocaine, often rocks as crystals that would be sufficiently crushed into a fine powder to be consumed. This is based off of Ecco's other song, AAA Powerline, which you'll listen to, where you mentioned crushing drugs with the card. Okay. Huh. So he's at the bus stop. You know, friends, just gonna put this out there, okay? What you do in your own time, it's up to you. I hope you make healthy decisions. You know, if you're out there crushing rocks, I don't really support that decision, but you know, there you go. I will say this. If you're gonna be crushing your rocks, your cocaine rocks, or your ketamine, or whatever the hell it is that you're crushing, just don't do that at the bus stop. Okay? Let's be proactive. Let's plan our day out. Let's prepare ahead of time. Crush your rocks at home like a reasonable crackhead would at home. Get your lunch ready. Crush your rocks at home, but get them in a little bag. You know, just take 10 minutes and prepare. That way, at the bus stop, people aren't looking at you going, this motherfucker is straight up crushing his rocks right here with his public transit card. Well, at the bus stop.
Then you have to share.
Right, and then sometimes, this is a good point, sometimes you crush your rocks at the bus stop in public and people are like, oh, you got enough to share? Oh, well, shit, I only brought enough for me, but now you want to have some. So, you know, there you go. That's just my tip for the day, okay? Crush your rocks at home, please. Not the bus stop. All right, let's move on to track 3, which is called Fragile. Same producer, good. Drop it in, track 3. Here we go. I like this. Yeah, slow it down a bit. Yeah. Very cool. I like that. Whoa, whoa. This is neat. You know, this almost, I'm enjoying his vocals. I think they blend pretty well with this. I almost don't want him there. Like, I almost want production only of this. I like what this song sounds like in terms of what they're doing with the beat. It's slowed down. There's just kind of like this whoa, whoa off to the side. It's kind of like this swirly sound a bit. pretty neat. And his vocals are okay, they're good. They're fine. It works. But this is just the ambient side of me really wanting to hear that sound. Let's keep going. This is a neat sound. I like this one. And it's almost like someone playing on the hand drums a bit. Almost. This is the cool song. I like this. I like Fragile a lot. Let's see what this translates to. So from Swedish to English, this outro reads, please wake up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, follow the light. Yeah, I like that one. That's my favorite so far. I mean, we're only 3 tracks in, but I really liked the sound of that track. Cool sound, good little like this little almost a hand drum, wow, and then this like my impersonation. You probably thought I started playing the song again just there, huh? No, that was all me. That was me. My sound effects. Yeah, sounds just like the song. Check out these lyrics. Wake up, happy, wash my face in acid. I'm glassy, shattered, wrapped in bubble plastic. I'm fragile, wash my hands in gasoline, matches and kerosene. Please handle me carefully. Sparkly, I'm glossed over. Come here, yeah, come over. I can tell that sounds broken. Stop, smell the roses. I see things in stop motion. Skin bone and sun lotion. Skin tone like Diet Cola, so cold, vodka soda. I lost control of it. Ziploc of rat poison. Ooh, is this a reference to the crushed rocks? Yeah, okay. Salt crystals dissolving, cook off the tap water, lay down at dawn and crawl back up at nightfall. I'm not afraid of anything. Stop my racing heart. Beats soft, hard. It stops and starts. He's fucked up. My racing heart, it stops and starts, breaks apart and paints the walls. Where did all this pain come from? Break the laws and sell the cause. Break my chains, I change my locks. I want to talk to the spirit gods. I talk to you through broken jaws. Broke my teeth on something hard. I'm missing something. I do it all for nothing. I'm not going to take any guesses as to exactly what he means by all of this, but man, he's fucked up. Kind of fucked up. Actually, I don't even know if kind of severely fucked up, I especially like, I'm fragile, wash my hands in gasoline, matches and kerosene, please handle me carefully. These opening lines, wake up, happy, wash my face in acid. I'm glassy, shattered, wrapped in bubble plastic. I like the image that line creates, the glassy, shattered, wrapped in bubble plastic, because it's like, it makes me think of a package that is sent to you, and when it arrives, it's all wrapped up and it's packaged and all that stuff, but then when you open it, it's broken. And it's like, oh, fuck, why is it broken? It's all wrapped up. It shouldn't have, what happened to this thing? What happened to this thing that is protected and it's still broken, And that question feels like it just exists well in this track. What happened? Why am I so broken? How? How did this come to be? Cool experience. Track 2 is called Bliss Fields. It is 20 seconds long. So it's basically an interlude that rolls into Fruit Bleed Juice, which is difficult to say quickly. Let's see if I can say it fast. Fruit Bleed Juice. Well, I did it, but it still feels weird. So I'll let Bliss Fields pour into that one. We'll basically do these 2 tracks together, 4 and 5. So here we go. Here's track 4, Bliss Fields, and then full it into track 5.
I feel like I'm flying and sinking at the same time. Like I'm being pulled from below and from above. In every direction at once.
Cool. This is almost playful. Odd mix. You've got, you know, got these lot of echoey sounds. There was a beat hitting. Wow. Trippy. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about where he was when he made this or his intentions here. But if he's going for this feel of being lost in drugs, and I'm just going to make that assumption. I mean, I think that's somewhat safe given what we've been talking about here, you know, crushing rocks and all this shit. You got this little interlude. I feel like I'm flying and sinking at the same time, being pulled from above and below in every direction at once. And then this just weird, spacey. It's nice, but it's kind of jarring. It's kind of comforting, but off-putting. And capturing that feeling of just, you know, it's almost like a musical question of, is this good or bad? In the context of, what are these substances that I'm taking in? Do I like this? Is this bad? Am I happy? Is this good? You know, it's strange. I'm not afraid of anything, true friends. Sweet like juice. It's sweet like juice. It's nothing special. Sweet like juice. Tastes like nectar. Drink from you. You are the darkest fruit. Let's click this annotation. Oh, they're talking about Kendrick Lamar and Tupac. Okay. Maybe not. I'm not even going to read all of that. I'm thinking more of, and I get it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Sure, I get the reference, or at least the allusion to the reference, if that's what he means. I don't know if that's what he means. Well, let's move forward. Let's go to track 6, CC. Producers are White Armor and Good. And let's see what happens here. Let's see where this goes. Track 6, CC. I like these more patient tones, the more patient tempo. It's one thing that's so great when you find the really cool ambient tracks. They take their time and they build, and you just swim in it. Makes me think of the group Mum. I forget where they're from. It's spelled M-U-M, Mum. They're kind of like an ambient-ish. They've got cool music. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Mum. I forget the name of the album, but it's got a green cover with like this little, like torn out paper circle thing or something. Wow. This is trippy in a cool way. Very cool. I feel like I'm in the trip. I like CC. That was a good one too. I like that one. That feels, you know, if we, maybe this whole album is just this little drug ride, basically. I don't know. But But it feels like we're like kind of in that now. Like we went to the bus stop, we crushed our rocks. We have now taken our rocks, and now we're kind of in it. And it feels like he's going through this. I can change the rules, but it's real. You know, it starts out so calm and kind of warm, and then it gets a little, not like agitated, but kind of spiky. You know, it's like bursts of thought process and just ideas and things jumping into the mind type of a thing. All my senses are clues. I can change the rules, so let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Break the chain. I change the lock piece. I change the knot piece. I don't know. Droplets meet the surface, turn to circles, into circles. Energy is eternal, one with the earth, universal. Energy is eternal. Yeah. So it feels like whatever's going on, he's kind of like piercing the veil, basically, and seeing into the next plane type of deal. Let's keep going. It's kind of neat. Track 7 is called Calcium, produced by White Armor. Drop it in, track 7. Oh, I like this sound. And I can take it off, and it's just me and myself, just the two of us. Spend some time alone with you now. You're my only one. Yeah, cool sounds there. This is neat. I'm liking E. This is neat. It's so hard to hide, but so easy. I like this. Oh, my heart is blind, the story across my eyes. Get these neat layers of sound coming in. Silver lights, I let it oxidize. I've been rolling up some bub. Lubricate crystals, kiss my nuts. Lubricate crystals, kiss my nuts. Lubricate crystals, kiss my nuts. Baby, kiss me through the phone. Ecco2k, I lost a hope. Smoking on dope, off it's so cold. Smoking on dope, off it's so cold. Live on islands made of stone. Rob that nigga for his code. 25,000 on Silk Road. Shine, 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 shine a glow. I'm reveling and I'm panicking. Feel like I'm paper thin and now I'm tearing. Help me, please, keep me calcium. I think I'm fracturing. I need bandaging. Don't take me back again. I feel like Marilyn, but I'm not acting again. This might be the end. I think it might be. I'm seeing evil men. Am I imagining them? I think I might be. This is a cool sound. Really cool sound on this track. I like the production a lot. This gets a heart. Calcium's fucking cool. And I have the idea of, you know, being on a drug trip. I'm not going to stick to that too much. I think there's drug influence here, if it's the same trip or if it's just like an overall, you know, arc of being on something, not in one session, but, you know, just having this kind of life and what you're going through. I think for someone, what's going on? I'm still covered in dry cheek. I don't know what the fuck that is. Fashion brand. Okay, of course. Icedancer. Bladee was referencing just fashion left and right. I have no idea what was going on. It's just me and myself, just the two of us. Just me and myself, just the two of us. Spend some time alone with you. Now you're my only one. I've got a thing for you, I think of you, am I going crazy? It's so hard to hide, but so easy to find. Lost my shine, I star and cross my eyes. Oh, he's worn contacts, apparently, that do that. Okay. Hydrogen peroxide, lime and ice, silver lights, I let it oxidize. I've been rolling oxenbone? What the fuck does that mean? Ecco is using ketamine, which he refers to as calcium, and bone as well, double K. Okay. Double K crystals, kiss my nose. So he's fucking fucked up. Kiss me through the phone. I lost all hope. Smoking on dope. I feel so cold. Live on islands made of stone. Rob that guy for his coat. 25,000 on Silk Road. Isn't Silk Road like an underground website? Dark web? Yeah. He's selling shit. Yeah. Okay. Huh. All right, let's keep going. Trippy song. Live on islands made of stone. 25,000 on I like how it ramps up, but just a little, not a lot. It's a great beat, man. So if he's snorting this shit, which is what I assume that means, that have the crystals kiss your nose, he's snorting a lot. And he's got this bit, you know, this true friend, flying and sinking at the same time.
In every direction. At once.
I like Calcium. That's a good one too. Interesting sound. I'm unraveling, I'm panicking. Feel like I'm paper thin and now I'm tearing. Help me, please. Give me calcium. I think I'm fracturing. Good little wordplay there, right? Because calcium's good for your bones and you fracture your bones. But really, he's talking about drugs and being ripped apart but through lack of it. Basically, I have to assume that means, you know, his addiction is kicking in real hard. This might be the end. I think it might be. I'm seeing evil men. Am I imagining them? I think I might be. Great sound, though, on that track. Great sound. Let's move on to track 8, which is Sugar and Diesel, produced by White Armor. Drop it in, track 8. I like the patience on the intro. Cool. Neat light notes. His vocals are so, like, weak on purpose. Interesting. You make it look so... who said this is supposed to be easy? Silence, I hear my heart beating. You make it look so easy, forbidden fruit, want to reach for it. Squeeze the juice and bleed it out. Break the skin up and peel it. I'm someone else around people. Please don't make me do something evil. Lick my lips and eat it. We don't mix together sugar and diesel, which if we put sugar and diesel, it fucks up the engine. Yeah. More, got to have it. No more, I can't handle it. So this feels like, especially with the vocal performance here, the weakness in the vocals, it feels intentional. Feels like this is kind of hitting rock bottom type of a thing. Like it's either quit or break type of thing. Let's keep going. There's still more lyrics. The things that he's saying are, he's kind of in a weak place and he's a little fearful, but the music is still pleasant. So it's almost like being under the influence and knowing you need to stop, but boy, it sure feels great. Like you're terrified, but you're still happy type of a thing. Maybe. Oh, pretty please with sugar on top, I can stop whatever I want. Wow. I love those little notes right there. Those are great. Yeah, this is neat. This is neat. The second verse, which I was talking over, I apologize, I was just talking over it. What's this feeling? What do I call it? I can't stop thinking. I don't talk about it. Sometimes I don't look where I'm walking. God plays tricks on me and I fall for it. Guess I'm sorry, it's my fault. I could have stopped whenever I wanted. Take what you want. I don't want this. A part of me became toxic. Got to get a grip, got to stop it, got to breathe poisonous oxygen. And that's a great line right there, because if you're trying to, assuming maybe he's smoking it, not snorting it, I don't know. But if you're trying to get clean off of something, that means you have to stop. And if you were smoking it, that means you stop smoking, which means you only bring in oxygen. But now you're going through withdrawals. So this oxygen is lacking the thing that your body is desperately addicted to. So it feels poisonous. I can't eat, but it's nothing. Can't go to sleep, but it's nothing. Always something, but it's nothing. I can't stop it. It's compulsive. Someone do something. I brought the bag out like it's nothing, out of nowhere into nothing. Don't tell anyone. Keep my mouth shut or I'll spill my guts. Oh, pretty please with sugar on top. I can stop whenever I want. Wow. 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 But the whole time it had this sound too of kind of pleasant. And I wonder, sometimes I probably way overthink these things because I try and incorporate what the artistic intention would be. And I feel like with this one, with the music being pleasant, he's going through all this stuff. He clearly has an addiction problem, and clearly it's scaring the shit out of him because it's getting bad. But also the way this is being presented, he can't stop. Well, if he can't stop, that means he still has it in him. So I feel like the music being light and pleasant is still him just on these drugs, even though he's trying to stop and he can't stop. He's so hopelessly can't stop. He's on them right now while trying to say, I got to stop. And that kind of, the music represents that feel, that lightness. Neat shit. Let's move to track 9, which is called Don't Ask. Produced by White Armor. Drop it in, track 9. Cool beat again. Enjoying the beat. I like this beat. Trippy song. He said a couple of times now this whole thing about his heart. It stops, it starts, it tears apart, and paints the walls. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. But what I think of is Alice in Chains and Dirt and the line in was it the chorus or the verse? I can't remember. Anyway, the lyrics are, I want you to scrape me from the walls and go crazy like you made me. That song's fucking wild. Dirt. Wild song. This is an interesting one, man. Ask your heart. I'm going to read the parentheses portion. Please ask your heart back where it was. Bring me back in your arms. Ask your heart. What you ask, my heart. Please have my heart. I'll let you have it. I fall so hard. Pray to God to hold my heart. It won't last. I tried that long. Won't last long. I pray to God, someone create someone to hold my heart. And this whole thing about ask your heart. Bring it back to where ask your heart. I'm back in your arms. It comes after Sugar and Diesel. Sugar and Diesel ends with where was it? No, which track was it? Where please don't. Oh, pretty please, right here. Keep my mouth shut, or I'll spill out my guts. So it's like he doesn't want to talk about it. He's so afraid to talk about this addiction because it. What I get from that is, if he starts talking about it, he won't stop. Like he'll just spill out everything, and that's terrifying because now all this truth comes out, right? So he doesn't want to say anything, but obviously needs help. So then you get this other portion of don't ask, where it's like he doesn't want the person to ask because he doesn't want to start talking about it because he'll then spill his guts. But also all he wants is for someone to ask so that he can spill his guts so he can get help to get off this thing. That's what it seems like. Like I just want someone to ask me what's going on. How am I doing? Ask so that I can fucking finally fall apart and all this truth, this horrible truth can come out about my addiction and hopefully I can get help because I can't do it myself. I'll let you have every last drop of me. I'll let you have it. Someone come break my fall because I'm falling hard. I'll pray to any god to create someone to hold my heart. Trippy. Let's keep going. There's only 6 minutes of music left. This is kind of a wild ride. Track 10 is called Security. Producers are good. And Mecha Talk. Track 10, Security. Oh, wow. We picked up the pace again.
Something so beautiful can taste so foul, so foul. Something beautiful can taste so foul. Look around.
Ha.
Something beautiful can seem so worthless. Worthless. Worthless.
Oh, cool. That was a cool change right there.
So perfect. So beautiful, so perfect. So beautiful, so perfect. I know I'll never be perfect. 6 in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 a.m. I don't recognize myself now. Every time I close my eyes, I see the corpses. Every time I look in the mirror, I see monsters. 1 o'clock, 2 a.m.
Trippy.
6 in the morning, I can hear my thoughts over this running water. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel nauseous. Every time I look in the mirror, I see monsters. Would you ask if you had one wish? If you had the chance, would you change something?
I love that. Whoa. And it just breaks apart. Haha, these sounds, man. You know, it's really kind of fascinating because I'm in my room, talk to the walls. I hear them sing la la la, and so the tempo's up. So it feels like we're on something again. Falling backwards into the dark, I hear the voices talk so loud. Carry me softly, pull me down. I shut my eyes, cover my mouth. Tell me how something so beautiful could taste so foul. Something beautiful can seem so worthless. So beautiful, so perfect. This is all annotated. What's this? Echoes infatuation with the perfection of this thing and his want to be perfect. Yeah. I think that's too literal. So beautiful, so perfect, but also so foul and so worthless. So this feels like just still being tangled up with this addiction. But also he's in his room talking to the walls. And there was another track where it was, it's just me talking to myself now. Where was that? I don't remember which track that was. And so I almost wonder if this is like if some of these I's and you's and me and my, if this is almost something like what you did on 2093, where it's just different voices in his head. How did you get so perfect? I wish that I was perfect. You make me feel so dirty. You make me feel so naked. I know it's worth it. I want to see you waste it. I want to be perfect. So this, to me, I feel like this is an internal battle. It still seems to be tangled up with addiction. Maybe not. I mean, if he's in his room talking to the walls, falling backwards in the dark, hearing the walls sing, hearing the voices talk so loud, he's on something, right? This is not a sober experience. Not a sober experience. There's only 2 tracks left. Track 11 is called Time. It's 2 minutes. Let's jump in. Producer is good. Let's see what this one sounds like. Different change in sound here, surprising, compared to the rest of the album. And his vocals are really getting stripped out here. It's really intense right here. Wow. I want to click this annotation. There's a very long annotation here for this, The Clock Don't Stop. Here's what it says. A consistent chant throughout the whole song, The Clock Don't Stop refers to Echo struggling with the passage of time. It's a declaration of strife on how life is passing him by, along with any missed opportunities that go along with it. The song may also be a melancholic reflection on the waste of time present in drug addiction. He acknowledges that he just sits around losing his mind off drugs instead of progressing in his life, but instead he continues to kill his gods and play God of War. This sentiment is mirrored in the beat, which develops throughout the track while he chants, and while the chant stays the same. Something I was thinking about was The Clock Don't Stop, especially when you get to the end. Hey, wake up, get up, stand up. Wake up, get up, stand up. He's also expressed concern about his heart stopping and starting. His heart stopping and starting. And I got it. You think about a ticking clock, but you could associate a beating heart. And if you're worried about your heart stopping, if you're on drugs, you're all fucked up. I wish I fall, I sink through the floor. You know, the more I want, the more loses all. The will is lost. I kiss the gods. Like, it almost feels like like imagine you're all fucked up. God, you're on the ground, and you can you're almost in a panic of I need to get up, I need to move, like worried about my heart stopping type of a thing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of what I think about this panic of, or maybe it's not about his heart stopping, but maybe because he's fucked up, he feels his heart just being really, really, really irregular. And maybe the idea is I gotta get up and I gotta just try and move around and calm myself down or something. Wake up, get up, stand up. Isn't that Bob Marley? Get up, stand up for your rights. Different song. I don't know. Trippy. I'm curious to see how this ends. There's only 90 seconds of music left. Let's see how this album ends. It's called Blue Eyes. Producer's good. Here we go. Final track off of E. This has been a trippy ride. Wow. It fucking hits, too, right there. Wow. fucking wild. Wow. Wow. So there's two annotations. For all my friends have blue eyes. It's talking about, so I don't know how to pronounce his name. People have always looked at me growing up where I grew up and looking the way that I'd look. There's always a very obvious difference between me and everybody else who was around me. And so blue eyes are a common trait of white people. He's basically saying everybody around me is white. And then you click on the other one, all the rest, no one's left. And they're saying that this might be a reference to COWBOY Digital, who was deported from Sweden in 2015. So basically just going and saying, like, feeling isolated, I guess, right? I'm the only one like me here. Everyone looks at me because I'm different, and I'm different because it's true. I am the only one like me here. Which maybe explains the drug addiction. It's a coping mechanism. I don't know. Pretty fucking wild. That was cool. I like that. I was kind of worried. I was worried at the beginning of this morning when I first started with Icedancer. I was a little more hopeful with this because it's a shorter project. I like E. I like E quite a bit. Icedancer, we'll see if it grows on me. I'll give it a couple listens. I'll try and let it soak in my brain a little bit. This one was cool. I like this one quite a bit. I hope he comes out of this. And, I was hoping for some sort of resolution or something, but you know what? Sometimes that's just ain't how it goes. Sometimes there is no resolution. Sometimes the pain continues. Cool songs though. Very cool production. I do like the ones that are a little bit more slow, a little more patient. What was my favorite? What was Fragile? I liked Fragile a lot. I remember liking that one quite a bit. And some lyrics, like there's a little bit of story happening in there. It isn't just, that was something else I kind of had a hard time with Icedancer, was he's just not really saying anything. I mean, there's some stuff that's being said, but really it just didn't really seem to have too much substance. And I know people don't listen to this for lyrics. And, I go back and forth with that all the time. I mean, obviously we all get to listen to and enjoy what we want for whatever reasons, but anytime somebody's got lyrics and it's just pointless words, like I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I care about lyrics. I think people should put effort into lyrics. Doesn't mean it has to be super complicated or have all this deep meaning or anything, but there should at least be something there rather than just I'm just saying words to say words. That was cool. I like E. Yeah, I like E. Huh. Cool. And it's all that in 30 minutes. That felt like quite a ride in 30 minutes. It was quite a ride. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's one music video. Hopefully the music videos go better. That was an issue I had with Icedancer too. The music video for, what was it, Be Nice to Me was just strobe light flashing bullshit. I didn't like that at all. There's only one music video. I do it for Patreon only. Patreon's $2. Uncut, no ads, blah, blah, blah. MP3 if you want to just listen.